Ooh, child, I have had a day. Mm, mm, mm. So, I am a pre-K teacher in a public school. Well, I'm a pre-K assistant teacher. I have been assistant teacher for 16 years now. I love my job. I love everything about my job. But sometimes I'm just wondering, what is on these parents' mind when they decide to have children and they decide to put them in school? Because sometimes I just wonder, are they baby incubators and they're growing these babies and they feeding them and they're nurturing them, and then when they get a certain age they just stop? Like, I don't get it. Like, they're not preparing them for school. They're not preparing them for anything, actually. Well, I shouldn't say all of them. I'm going to just say a handful, if you know what I mean. But I don't know. I just don't understand. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm 54. I had my children young. Well, not so much as young. I had my oldest one at 23. And then I had my youngest one at 38, 39, and then I was done. So I have 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. And I thought I did pretty good. I did prepare them along the way, and putting them in school. They went to daycare. They went to Head Start. I taught them at home. I taught them how to dress and undress themselves. I taught them how to be potty trained. I taught them how to tie their shoes. Like, I really worked with them. And social skills, all of that. And looking back, I thought that that's what you're supposed to do as a parent, because those are your children and you want them to be successful in everything you do, right? Right? So I thought, this is what you're supposed to do as a parent. You're supposed to parent your children. But man, boy, do I have a lot to learn, because seeing what I'm seeing now, these last 16 years of the children that's coming through school now, I just don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened. I really don't. There's hardly no social skills. There's hardly no academics. There is hardly anything, not even an imagination. Can you believe that? Back in the day, I remember going outside, didn't have very many toys, playing in the mud and dirt, climbing trees, riding bicycles, eating grass, eating dirt, eating acorns, playing with the animals, probably what we shouldn't be doing. But it is crazy right now. All they're doing is playing on tablets, playing on games, watching TV. Like, really, they're not playing anymore. They're not even playing with toys, or they don't even know how to play with toys. You basically right now at this point is teaching them how to do that. And then academics, woof, throw that one out the door. Some of them don't even know how to count to 1. They don't even know what 0 is. And like I said, I get it. I understand. We're in this world now that everybody has to work in order to survive. I get that. But when these little ones from birth to 4, or from birth to 5, you need to be doing more than just feeding and clothing them. You need to be reading to them. You need to be talking to them, because you know what? There's some kids out there right now can't even talk. And you know why? Do you really want to know why they can't talk? It's because they're not being talked to. That's the problem. That is the problem. And then when they get to school, they're having all these issues that they're having. They can't talk. They can't make friends. There's no academics there. And so you've got a blank slate at 4 and 5 that teachers are now having to fill those up and teach them everything that the parent didn't teach. Get that? That's sad. And this is the world we live in. These children that I'm talking about, one day is going to be running this world. It's going to be our president, vice president, our governors, doctors, lawyers, teachers. But they can't be any of this if they don't get an early start at home. So think about it, parents. I know it's hard. I know it's hard because I was a single parent. I was a single parent when I had their father there. But I did what I could for my kids so they can have it easier when they went to school, and that they could be able to go to college and get jobs. I have a daughter right now that is a teacher. Imagine that. I have another daughter that is an artist. I have sons that work factory jobs. My kids are very talented, but they all have high school diplomas. Yeah, all of them have high school diplomas. See, that's what you need to be looking at. Stop making it so hard for the teachers and give your kids a head start at home. Don't make it hard for them, because when you make it hard for the teachers, you're making it hard for your students, your child, and you shouldn't. Parents, please read to your child or have your child read to them at least 20 minutes a day. It will do you both some good. For number one, it's going to allow you to spend time with them. Number two, it's going to help both of you learn the words and how to pronounce it. Number three, it's going to help them be better readers. Yeah, better readers. Parents, please give your kids a good start. Send them to school with knowledge so they can come back home with more knowledge. Thank you.